Lakers must be going through it a lot right now, especially the fans, and LeBron must be furious in the locker room right now. So the Lakers, 20-point lead at halftime. LeBron dropped 39 points. And get this, they lost the game somehow. Lost the game. I don't even know how to comprehend that with, the best response possible, honestly. Nah, here's the part, Lakers fans, you probably don't want to hear. The Spurs are currently one game back from the Lakers. If they can win another game, they will take the play-in spot. But the Lakers have to lose too, obviously. And, schedule-wise, the Lakers do not have a lot of favorites here. They play the Mavericks, the Jazz. They play the Pelicans again. They play the Nuggets. They play the Warriors. They play the Thunder. And they'll play the Nuggets again for their last game of the season. Now, I think they can got the win against the Pelicans if they can, figure out how to keep a lead. The Warriors, if Curry doesn't come back, then, maybe they keep a lead against them and beat them. And then the same thing against the Thunder. I think they can beat them too. So, yeah. But these games against the Mavericks, the Jazz, the Nuggets, Suns, and then that last game against the Suns, I don't really have hope for them in those games, to be honest with you. Maybe they pull out against the Nuggets. One of those, I don't know. But the rest of these guys, I don't see them beating. Now, the Spurs don't have it easy, but there's some games in this, last stretch that they can easily win. They play the Rockets. I think they can beat the Rockets. The Grizzlies, and not so much. They can beat the Trailblazers. And then they play the Trailblazers again, so I think they can beat them twice. They play the Nuggets. That's iffy. Timberwolves, another iffy one. The Warriors, it depends on if Curry is back. And then they play the Mavericks. That's pretty iffy too. So, unlike the Warriors, they have a lot of chances to win some of these games. So, it's not impossible. But they have more chance to win games than the Lakers do for the most part. The Pelicans obviously need to do some work to keep that spot. And let's look at their schedule. They play the Trailblazers. I think they can win that. They play the Lakers. They can beat them, obviously. The Clippers, they can beat them. The Kings, beatable. Trailblazers, beatable. Grizzlies, not so much. Warriors, it depends on if Curry is back, like I said once again. I think the Pelicans can easily keep the 9th spot, no problem. But when it comes to the Spurs and Lakers in that last play-in spot, it looks pretty rough. The Lakers, there's like maybe 1 or 2 games they might eke out. The Spurs, they can eke out at least 3 of those games in their schedule, and that's going to give them a big boost. I think they can beat the Rockets, and I think the Lakers will lose to the Mavericks, or I think it's the Jazz, and that will knock them out the play-in spot, and the Spurs will take it. So schedule-wise, I think the Spurs and the Pelicans, they have every chance right now to get that final play-in spot. The Pelicans, like I said, I think they can keep that play-in spot for the most part, but when it comes down to Spurs and Lakers, it's pretty tricky because, like I said, both of those teams have games where they can win and lose for the most part. But if I'm being perfectly honest, it does not look good for the Los Angeles Lakers because they are just a team that does not play too good, obviously. They can't keep a lead in some of these games. They end up blowing it by tremendous proportions. And obviously scoring is still an issue for the most part for this team. Some guys will go off like Russ did against the Cavs and DJ Augustine. And in the next game, you won't see him again. So, yeah, this is a team that's inconsistent. And I will probably knock them out of the playoff race. It's pretty safe to say for the Lakers, they're fighting for their lives right now. The Spurs, yeah, they're fighting for their life too, but not as bad as the Lakers are. The Pelicans, not so much either. In my opinion, I don't see the Lakers making a play-in because, like I said, the Spurs, favorable schedule. They play the Trailblazers twice. They play the Rockets as well. 3 winnable games easily. And a team like the Lakers who have to play the Jazz, the Mavericks, and then the Nuggets twice, that's not at all favorable for them. The Pelicans, like I said, I don't think they have anything to worry about. As long as they keep playing good, consistent, they're good. And I gotta be honest, where was LeBron in the final minutes of the game? Yeah, he had 39 points, had a good game, but where was he? It's like this guy just disappeared. Where was he during the stretch? And if you can't keep a lead against the Pelicans, do you think you're gonna have any luck against the Pelicans? And it seems like the Jazz, I don't think so, to be honest with you. And apparently Bron has an ankle injury, and it's pretty bad for the most part, according to him. So if he's hurt, kiss your playing chance away already, to be honest with you. But at this point, Lakers fans, just pray LeBron's okay and pray you win some games and get some upsets. Spurs, just hope for some loss for the Lakers, and you're fine. But let me know in the comments down below. Do you think the Lakers are finished? And do you think the Spurs turn that 10 spot away from them? The Pelicans
on the turnover, that'll do it.
They keep that 9
The
spot.
Pels claim the season series for the Lakers and moving to the 9 seed.
There we go. You needed it all. You needed it all. Wasn't just beyond and notice.
Hope you have a good day.